Yeah, we'll check that later. Let's see how the steering is now. Okay, accelerate brake. I didn't reach the rest.
3, 2, 1, go!
What? Ugh.
3, 2, 1, go! Three, two, one, 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 go!
Oh ho ho!
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
Oh my god.
Three, two, one, go!
A little bit too early.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, you're kidding me.
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go!
Okay, how do you finish this without breaking? Right, within the time limit maybe.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
อ๋อ
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
are you kidding me?
Three,
Okay, you
2,
have to collect
1,
this, it's
go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Really? Somehow, this type of game is better with motorbikes. Don't ask me
3,
how I know.
2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 3, 2, 1, go! Three, two, one, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah. The hell.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, we give up on this one. It's another one that will not be on my wish list. Let's go with 19. Let's generate 3. Ashen Reverie. Controllers not supported, okay.
Self-voicing enabled. Sounds, game. Skip after visual settings. Self-voicing disabled.
Okay, something enabled. Okay, let's see. I always seen a little thing out of the corner of my eye. As long as I can remember, at least. It seems normal when I was a kid. Until the day I asked my parents what they were. That's when I realized something was wrong with me. Not because of the words they said, but because of the expressions on their face. Looks of concern, confusion, disappointment and disbelief. Expressions I've since grown to used to. They took me to a family doctor the next day. He asked me all sorts of questions, stuck weird things in my ears, had me stare through bulky machines, poked and poured and prodded different parts of my body. I was too young to grasp what any of it meant, so she tried her best to make it seem like a game. By the end of the appointment, she assured my parents nothing was wrong. They were the type that worried about every bump, scrap, bruise and cough. This wasn't the first time they'd rushed me into her office, and embarrassingly, it wouldn't be the last. She explained that children my age were still learning how to verbalize their experiences with their surroundings. She recommended that they ask specific questions when I bring it up and to give clear explanations. If my condition didn't improve, then they would explore other options. I don't think I was supposed to hear the last part, but it doesn't matter. I never brought it up with my parents again. ¿Qué pasó? Things stayed about the same after that. I'd catch glimpses of something here and there, but they never stuck around. The appearance reminded me of floaters. Annoying, harmless, and easy to ignore if you tried. Those floaters? In middle school, I made the mistake of asking my friends if they'd ever seen the same thing. Their reaction matched those of my parents. They laughed it off, but I could tell it made them uncomfortable. We didn't stay in touch after graduation. My stop should be coming soon. I need to be careful not to miss it. I spend a lot of free time learning about my English is gone. Anatomy throughout high school. Maybe it started as an obsession, but it developed into a passion. Most kids don't dream of becoming an optometrist. I certainly didn't. But the idea that one organ can shape a person's understanding of the world around them, that way that sight or lack thereof impacts one's perception of reality and their quality of life, I find it fascinating. In fact, I started studying health science at a major university early this year. I used to be, technically I am still on medical leave, but I don't know if I can ever go back. Those hallucinations from my childhood, one night like a crumbling dam finally breaking apart, my vision was flooded with a torrent of shadows. Shadows were where they shouldn't be, lingering on the walls, crawling up my arms, drifting in and out of focus, drifting endlessly through the air, falling from the sky like snow, and lately, faces, clear as day, staring right through me. The announcement for my stop plays over the speakers. I inhale deeply and stand up, moving towards the train doors. Keep your hands down, move carefully, don't run into anyone. Reaching towards a pole to maintain my balance. A black sploosh wraps around it beneath my hand. I pull back in panic, stumbling into the passengers behind me. Sorry. I turn to apologize, forcing a calm tone to hide my fear. My eyes have a frantic energy. I can tell the stranger sees it. It's fine. The man responded reflexively, politely yet unnerved. I snap back to the pole and look around, searching for the shape. There's nothing there. I stop next, he says, motioning past me. I quickly push myself aside. Myself aside to allow him through. In the process, shoving my bag into another nearby passenger's head. Sorry, I mumbled, unable to face the irritated woman. You're not a good Japanese. Keep it together. As the train comes to a halt, I wait until the last possible second to exit. I couldn't bring myself to stand next to the man I bumped into, and I was too anxious to touch anything else. Stepping through the door and onto the cement platform, my shoulders slumped. That night I didn't last long. I didn't last long. Oh, it didn't last long, but the terror I felt will stick with me for the rest of my life. I went straight to an optometrist, terrified it was some form of retinal detachment or degeneration. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little excited to experience these tests firsthand, though. As a student, it would have been years before I got to see them up close. Especially that close. When I mentioned this to my optometrist, the optometrist was kind enough to explain the technical side of each test and examination as he performed them. Machines whirred and clicked as they mapped the surface of my eyes. Bright lights flashed across my vision until I couldn't see straight. When he went over the results with me, I reacted both with relief and bewilderment. My eyes were exceptionally healthy, no signs of inflammation, damage, or any other abnormalities. The optometrist recommended I see a neurologist for further testing. Maybe, he said, the problem wasn't with my eyes at all. Maybe, he said, yeah, sorry. My time with the neurologist was just as discouraging as with the optometrist. Nothing out of the ordinary on all accounts. I was met with a look of pity when I insisted no more tests. No more tests. Something must have been missed. This isn't a figment of my imagination. I'm not just seeing things. This ended with the referral to the psychiatrist, an appointment I went to begrudgingly, desperate for any answers. I was prescribed psychiatric medication. Nothing. I eventually threw it all out. It's been 3 months since then. Nowadays I spend most of the time sitting at home in the dark. The few moments I venture outside, I keep my eyes closed wherever possible. It isn't ideal, but I'm at my wit's end. Just a hint of a shadow is suffocating. That's why I'm making this trip today. As far-fetched as it is, there's another path I haven't explored. Ghost hunting. I've never been a religious or spiritual person, yet here I am. I know this isn't just in my head. It's not in my head. If there is nothing wrong with my eyes or head, it must be supernatural. If it is supernatural, I need to go to a shrine. That's what I kept repeating to myself. The me from a year ago would have said this is stupid, but I've exhausted every other option. Maybe it's a curse or a demon playing tricks on me. I'll take any explanation at this point. I make my way towards the entrance, trying to remember the proper steps for visiting. Passing through, I stop and steady myself. I can't get this wrong. I'm still standing there, here. I came here to pray, but I'm too embarrassed. Please make the shadows go away. It sounds just as dumb now, as it did the first time it crossed my mind. And shadows, I still can't think of a description that doesn't sound insane. My body tenses. I've been standing too long. People must be staring at me. It is so much worse here, worse than anything else. I can barely see. I feel like I'm choking. Hospital. I close my eyes again. Taking slow and controlled breath. Hi. I jumped in surprise and whipped around. A girl with pink hair and a bright red outfit stands a few steps away, smiling. Was she talking to me? Hi. Hello. How are you? I've been better. I'm sorry to hear that. Is something wrong? Why did I tell her that? Of course she'd ask more questions. This is an absolute nightmare. Notice the sound of clicking heels heading towards us. A fierce-looking woman is walking this way with an unnerving stare. What do I do? I'm terrible at confrontation. Her brisk pace comes to a sudden halt, inches from the pink-haired girl. What are you doing over here? Just saying hello. She doesn't seem very happy. Are they going to argue? Another person appears on the girl's left. What's happening right now? There you are. Were you looking for me? Yes. Oops, sorry. Take this more seriously. I'm taking this seriously. The pink-haired girl laughs. Stay silent. Try to get their attention. Ask them to leave. Stay silent. Their expression softens and I watch them with quite amusement. I have no idea what they are talking about, but I enjoy the company. Now that I know a fight isn't about to break out, the casual conversation begins, easing my anxiety. Regardless, it'll complicate things if we don't know where you are. No, it won't. I have one of these now. Pulls the cell phone from her pocket and holds it up smugly. Purple-haired girl reaches out and snatches it from her, tapping the screen a few times before turning it back around. The pink-haired girl leans forward, her eyes squinting at the phone screen. Calls. Oops. And why isn't the phone locked? I kept forgetting the pattern. Use your fingerprint. No way. Purple-haired girl sighs as she hands the phone back. At least you're keeping it on now. It was taking too long to take pictures when I kept it off. Oh my god. It chirps happily, slipping the phone back into her pocket. Oh. She probably takes the phone back out and swipes the screen several times. On my way here I saw a cat with spots on its feet that looked like boots. Turned her phone towards the purple-haired girl, then to the red-haired girl. It looked so cute when it walked around. Take a video. How do you take a video again? How do you keep forgetting? The pink-haired girl holds the phone out towards the red-haired girl. You help me then. Figure it out yourself. You don't know either. Why would I need to know how to use your phone? The red-haired girl glances down at the screen, then pauses. Is that a picture of me? I had a hard time choosing which one to use for the wallpaper. I was gonna go with this one, but there's a big shadow over your face. She says as she swipes the screen. I might change it to this one though. When did you take that one? This morning? No, I took it yesterday. Stop using me as your wallpaper, pick someone else. The pink-haired girl dangles the phone in front of her, grinning. You're welcome to change it. The red-haired girl bites her lip and looks away. I shift my weight from foot to foot, feeling the anxiety creeping back. Am I intruding? I know they are the ones that came up to me, but I suddenly feel very out of place. Try to get their attention. The trio stops and turns their attention to me. The pink-eyed girl giggling softly. The red-eyed girl quickly hardens her expression and posture. Please, you can't go. They can be so nosy sometimes, always butting into my conversation. The girl says with a playful tone. I don't mean to be rude, but do we know each other? We don't. She says without hesitation. My friend turns her head slightly, staring at the pink-haired girl. Despite this, she continues standing comfortably with a soft smile on her face. Eat something. You seemed lonely and I wanted to keep you company. Her direct matter-of-fact response hits me like a punch to the gut. Her friend seems just as confused as I am. I am Olivia, by the way. I am Nami. You didn't introduce yourself. You interrupted me before I could. I'm Nakaran. It's nice to meet you. Likewise. Nami turns to the red-haired girl and stares at her intently. She slightly nudges her with her elbow. The red-haired girl lets out a small sigh and relents. Marina. Nami looks back to me, beaming. I'm sorry, but we have to get going, Olivia says with an apologetic expression. Someone left during an important conversation that needs to be finished now. Nami replies half-heartedly. I was gonna come back. Stop dawdling, she says with a stern face. Through her face tells me it's in a jest. Okay. Nami turns her attention to me. It was nice meeting you. Take care. The trio walks off as abruptly as they arrived. Nami turns and waves once more before walking out of sight. Once I'm positive they can't see me, I lean over, exhaling deeply. What the heck was that? Whatever that was just now, it left me feeling exhausted. I'm going home before anything else weird happens. I drop my bag jacket on the floor and shuffle to my bed, flopping down unceremoniously. The trip home was a blur. I was so flustered. Did I even pray before leaving? The moment that conversation ended, it started playing in a loop. My mind examining each second for some kind of meaning. Why did she come up to me? Maybe she felt bad watching me stand around by myself. No, that can't be it. They were interesting. The conversation was confusing, but they seemed friendly enough. They weren't boring, that's for sure. No matter the reason, it can't be a coincidence, right? I went there looking for answers, and the mysterious stranger starts talking to me. That's not normal. Don't be ridiculous. I hug my pillow and roll over. Still, it wouldn't hurt to go back. If I don't, then it was. Better to do something than to sit at home. I'll go back tomorrow. I left home at the same time and rode the same train. I'm starting to get cold feet. Coming back 2 days in a row must seem strange. I suppressed the urge to turn around. I came here for answers. I need to know if yesterday meant something or if it is all just a coincidence. The grounds are almost empty, but the silence is comforting. My shoulders relax as I look around. No sign of that girl and her friends. Part of me feels disappointed. It really was a coincidence then. My chest tightens. I can't breathe. You are back! Ah! Her friends are with her as well. The pink-haired girl name was... Nami. Nami, right? Her whole face lightens up. You remembered. Nami inhales, appearing to brace herself. I wanted to apologize for talking to you out of the blue yesterday. Is that why she's here? Why would you need to apologize? Because I interrupted you while you were busy. How do I respond? I didn't think she remembered me, let alone worry about my feelings like this. I told you, Olivia mentioned to a puzzled Nami. Guess I jumped to conclusions. So, what brings you here today? I look away awkwardly. You were? That's a relief. Why? I was afraid you wouldn't want to talk to me. She gets a weird look in her eyes. But it turns out you wanted to see me just as much as I wanted to see you. Is it fate? Don't listen to her. She likes to make trouble. We come here pretty often. Running into you was just a coincidence. I laughed politely. Regardless, I am really sorry for bothering you. Seriously, it's fine. She exhaled deeply. I got worked up over nothing. I forced myself to ask that burning question. Why did you come up to me anyway? You seemed like you were looking for someone to talk to. Was it that obvious? My face feels warm. Well, for starters, you were just standing by yourself with your eyes closed. It was strange. My face started burning. Stop antagonizing him. I'm not. Olivia stares at her with a stern expression. That's why I decided to say hello and see if you were okay. This is mortifying. That is very, very kind of you. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better today? To be honest, I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something I can do to help? No, but thank you. Are you sure? I don't think it's something you can help with. Nami stands deep in thought, then perks back up. Even if I can't fix it, I can listen. At least you can get your troubles off your chest, right? I feel a rush of conflicting emotions. I am desperate for someone to hear me out, and I'm desperate for a friend that doesn't find me strange. You'll think it's weird, I mumbled. I'd assume so. You come to a shrine for help. How did you know? I asked a little quickly, forgetting I told her earlier. Lucky guess. I look around, seeing if anyone was close enough to hear our conversation. The silence was no longer comforting. It meant our words would carry further. Nami leans forward, inches away from my ear. We might be having the same problem. What? I fumbled my words and stepped back. I was right, she nodded, clearly pleased with herself. You're not? We aren't. She ignores me, smiling, as if she'd solved some convoluted murder mystery. No, really. I know for a fact we aren't. And I know for a fact we are. The girl is helpful. Even if she's wrong, knowing someone cares about helping me raises my spirit. And maybe I can help her with her problems too, whatever they are. I could use some positivity in my life right now. Okay. She picks up on my belief and puffs out her cheeks. You don't believe me, do you? I want to, but our problem is very strange, fair enough. She pounded us for a moment. I know. Let's get lunch together. We can talk things over in more detail. Okay. I feel a sense of giddiness. The situation isn't ideal, but it's been so long since I've eaten lunch with someone outside of my family. And if there is even just a sliver of a chance she's seeing shadows like me, I have to learn more. How about tomorrow at noon? Yeah? That's too short notice, Nami. Is it? Yes, don't be rude. It's okay, I don't mind. I'm free tomorrow. Great. There is a cute restaurant nearby. Let's go there. Here is the address. Nami pulls out a scrap of paper and pen from her pocket, writes down the address, and hands it to me. Sugar Bloom. I've never been there, but the name alone matches Nami's personality. I'll give you my number. Call me if you can't find us. I add Olivia to my contacts. You can have mine too. Nami takes out another scrap of paper and begins to scribble. Just tell your number. You don't need to write it down. Nami's hand stops. Right. She crumbles the paper and shoves it back into her pocket. I add Nami's contact. I receive a text almost instantly. Hello. It was awfully quick for someone who can't take a video. Then again, my mom can't remember how to change the volume on hers, and she has no trouble sending texts. You can message me anytime, she says as she puts her phone away. I look over to Marina. Ask Marina for her number. No. She responds curtly. Marina doesn't have a phone. Nami explains sheepishly. Sorry, I didn't know. Don't sweat it. Anyway, we've got to get going now. I'm glad we had a chance to chat today. Me too. See you tomorrow. Nami waves as she turns away. Olivia gives a small wave as well. Later. Marina nods politely as she leaves. I suppose I should head home now. There's nothing else for me to do here. I unlock my door and I step inside. The apartment is still and quiet, just like always. I set the scrap of paper down on my desk, the name of the restaurant staring up at me. Sugar Bloom, a place I've never been, with people I barely know. But despite all that, I'm feeling hopeful. Even if I'm not sure why they are being nice to me, I want to see where this goes. I'll find something to pass the time before bed, anything to distract me from the myriad of scenarios running through my mind. And we're at the restaurant. No, not yet. I slowly wake up, covering my face to block the rays of light glaring through the window. Why is it so bright in here? That's right, I removed the heavy curtain covering my window before going to bed. As uncomfortable as it made me, I had to make sure I woke up on time. It feels wrong seeing sunlight. Usually I sleep through the day and wake up long after dark. I'm less groggy than yesterday at least. Shifting my sleep schedule has left me with some knock-off jet lag. With a big yawn, I stretch an arm towards my nightstand, blindly patting around for my phone. My hand brushes across the cool wood before finding the edge of the phone case. I pick it up and hold it above my face, blinking unevenly at the screen. 9:50 am, not long before my alarm was set to go off. One text notification from Nami sent at 5:56 am. Looking forward to lunch today. Did I respond? I sent a quick me too before rolling out of bed. Another ping. It's easy to miss. Look for a wooden sign. If you pass the community center, you are too far. Wish it mentioned that yesterday. I don't know the area around the shrine very well. The tip helps though. I feel less anxious about finding it. Getting off bed, yes, I have stuff to do. If I don't get out of bed now, I'll spend all morning on my phone. Or worse, fall back asleep. That part. I need to take a shower and get ready. Before leaving, I stop at my closet looking for whatever I have to wear. Wear something basic, wear something casual, wear something fashionable. Casual. I grab one of the tops I used to wear when I was still going to class. Putting in a little effort wouldn't hurt. Maybe I'll style my hair too. Whoa. Alright, time to shower. Leaning over, I open a hamper filled with clean towels and take one out. I'll put them away when I get home. I spent more time in the shower than usual. I glance over at the clock while drying myself off. I have plenty of time, good. I can get dressed without worry. Should I leave now, otherwise I miss the train? I'll grab my bag, I start moving. Feet dragging just a little. Maybe today won't be so bad. Holding my breath, I open the door and step outside. And I'm kite. The train ride was uneventful for once. The trip out here gets easier the more I do it. The number of people walking by dwindles the further I get down the road, and my mind begins to drift. Wonder what we'll talk about. They'll probably ask me about myself. There isn't anything interesting to say. Maybe I should make something up. No, that's just asking for trouble. I've always been a terrible liar. Eventually, we'll start talking about the problem we both keep vaguely referring to. I'm still torn on what I should tell Nami. She's so certain she knows what's going on. If it is unrelated to the shadows, then I'm going to seem even crazier in comparison. Should I even say anything? What if she laughs? I really do need help though. My phone pings, pulling me back to the moment. It's a text from Nami. We are here, accompanied by a slightly blurry off-center picture of Olivia sitting at a quaintly decorated brown table. I remember Nami mentioning yesterday she got a new phone. She must be excited to use it. Take a picture of the sweetheart. I snap a quick picture of the focusing on an interesting building. I'm close by. You are, she responded, including a picture of a large window. I think she was trying to take a picture of outside. It's hard to tell. Another text pops up, this time from Olivia. Just ignore her. Laughing, I close my messages. I look up and glance around at my surroundings. Nothing looks familiar. Oh, this must be the community center Nami mentioned earlier. I must have walked right past it. I'm lucky Nami texted me when she did. Now, where is the sign? Left, right, further down, the road, behind me. My eyes dart around expectantly. It has to be around here somewhere. Looking down, there is a wooden sign about 5 feet away. Ah, in plain sight. An older sign freshly painted with the words Sugar Bloom Cafe written in elegant handwriting and framed by cutesy flowers. She wasn't kidding when she said it was easy to miss. I step into a small cafe and look around. It has a cozy atmosphere. A room is lit by old pendant lights that hang low from the ceiling. Paintings, flowers, and knickknacks are spread from wall to wall. Looks quite empty. Despite being tucked away, the cafe is bustling. My shoulders tense up. I wasn't expecting there to be so many people. Over here. I turn to the left and see Nami waving her arm enthusiastically. I walk over towards the table off in the back corner of the room. Nami and Marina sit side by side, their chairs a few inches apart. Marina sits upright, shoulders pulled back, with her hands placed neatly on her lap. Nami, although sitting up straight, seems unable to stay still. About a foot away from Nami is Olivia, leaning back in her chair casually, with her hands in her jacket pockets. An empty chair is placed between her and Marina, presumably being saved for me. How are you? I'm okay, thanks. I respond reflexively as I remove my bag, placing it under the empty chair as I sit down. A look of concern covers Nami's face. Are you alright? I laugh awkwardly. I don't get out much nowadays, to be honest. Oh, I'm sorry. We can go somewhere less crowded if that would make you feel better. No, it's fine. I stare down at my lap and grip my hands tightly. Please just let it go. She pushes a colorful sheet of paper towards me. Order whatever you like, my treat. You don't have to. Don't be silly. I was the one I was the one that invited you. I'll pay. I instantly regret saying that. Am I being presumptuous? I must sound so clingy right now. Deal. I pick up the menu and skim through it. Tempura veggie sandwich, lightly battered seasonal vegetables with a drizzle of spicy mayo. Strawberry sparkler, a refreshing blend of strawberry puree and sparkling water. Lavender honey coffee espresso combined with steamed milk, a touch of lavender syrup and honey. They offer a range of light foods, desserts and drinks. All garden themed, forgot the name, with a few regular items sprinkled in between. As I'm reading, the server comes up and asks for our orders. Do any of you need to see the menu again? No. We come here all the time. Pork cutlet sandwich and a strawberry sparkler, please. I'll have a ham cheese with a black coffee, turkey sandwich and water. Server glances in my direction, pen at the ready. I still haven't decided. Sparkling juice blend. And what do you want to eat? Deluxe sandwich. I hope I'm not spending too much. These are kind of pricey. Nami doesn't seem bothered. She ordered something similar, so it should be fine. Right? The server leaves with our orders. So, where are you from? Do you live around here? I hesitated for some reason. Sort of, yeah. Not in this neighborhood, but I live in an area. I live in the area most of my life. Cool. So, have we actually... what high school did you go to? Iriata. It's a bit far from here, though. You must be smart. No, not really. You're too modest. That's a good school. What school did you all go to? Itobukuro. Itobukuro. That's a rich kid's school. Was she making fun of me just now? That's a great school. What about you two? We also went to Bukuro. Having lunch with a bunch of rich kids. No wonder she offered to pay. Did you meet each other there? Nope. We've been friends for a long time. You are childhood friends then? That's lucky. You all got into the same school. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it. Did you graduate recently? We graduated 2 years ago. We are almost the same age. I graduated last year. Really? I thought you were a little older, thank you. Nami's eyes widen and she waves her hands in panic. I mean, personality-wise, you seem mature. In a good way. He seems flustered. It's okay. Whew, good. Some people I know get very mad about those sort of things. He adds jokingly. So, what do you all do now? Do you go to the university together too? I'm in school studying theology. I turn to look at Nami. A little of this, a little of that. Unemployed. I'm not unemployed, I work a lot. Do you work from home then? I guess I do, technically. Are you a housewife? I cringe instantly. Why did I ask that? I prefer a homemaker. Nami cups her face dreamily. I feel a small bang coming from Marina's side of the table. She turns away as far as her neck will allow, facing the wall. What about you, Marina? What do you do? She doesn't respond. Maybe she didn't hear me. I opened my mouth to ask again, but decided against it. Marina is still turned away. Some hair falling over her face. I can't tell if she's embarrassed or mad. Do you all live together? No, only me and Marina. I have my own place. What about you? Do I tell them I live alone? Having your own place sounds cool. I think I'd like to get... I think I'd get too lonely though. Have you always lived with someone? I guess I did live alone for a bit, but that was a long time ago. I can't imagine living alone now. There is a brief lull in the conversation before long Nami jumps back in. So, what are you up to? Are you in university? I'd almost forgotten why I was here in the first place. About that. I look around, hyper aware of the conversation buzzing around us. It's kind of embarrassing. Why would it be embarrassing? I was attending university until a few months ago. Did something happen? I had to go on medical leave. Oh, no. Are you okay? Yes. Well, no. I begin to hug myself, holding in the swell of emotions building up. You want to talk about it? What do I say? What should I say? It's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. A sharp pain goes through my stomach. I don't want to talk about it, and I am about to lose my chance. Yes, if I get made fun of, I'm losing my mind. I can't take this anymore. I'm seeing things. I mumble, avoiding eye contact. My face burns, sitting in silence. I look up at Nami for a reaction, and she smiles patiently. It started as a little shadow in the corner of my eye, like something was always just out of sight. But now they are everywhere, random shapes at random times. I can't go outside, I can't stay inside, I can't work, study, talk to people. I can't do anything. My brain can't keep up with the flurry of words pouring out of my mouth. I've gone to the doctor, done tests, taken medication, nothing. No one knows what's wrong. It has to be some kind of curse. What else could it be? Damn, that's really directly exposition. I catch my breath. Please believe me. I do. You do? Absolutely. My body relaxes for the first time in months. When did this all start? I'm not sure exactly, but probably around 10 years ago. When did they start increasing in severity? I first noticed it during my last year of high school, but I just assumed it was from stress. Then a few months ago, it blew up. That's when I started going to different doctors. When all of that failed, I stopped going to class, hoping maybe it really was just stress. Since then I have barely gone outside. Whenever I start seeing shadows, I end up drawing a lot of attention to myself. It gets worse and worse by the day. Have you ever seen one that looks like a person? Yes? Nami's line of questioning ends and she sits deep in thoughts. The server returns to our table with our food, cheerfully setting each plate and glass down. Nami begins eating right away, humming happily between bites. I start fidgeting nervously. That must have been her limit. She thinks I'm crazy now. This was a mistake. Yeah, I think we are seeing the same stuff then. Nami quips casually. You see them too? Yes. Really? Mm-hmm. She stops eating to flash a big cheeky grin. Told you. I begin to laugh. She was right from the beginning. Do either of you see them? I ask both Olivia and Marina. Marina's eyes are locked on her drink, unmoving. I don't, but I want to help Nami however I can. Olivia leans forward and addresses everyone. So, what do we do now? Step 1 is determining if and Occurrence encounters overlap in any way. For the next few days, let's track every time a shadow appears, where, its shape, and the severity. We can get together and compare notes afterwards. My stomach turns and my chest tightens. We should rule out environmental patterns as well. Great idea. Let's include that in the list. I have to look at them. Not only that, I have to look for them. My breath quickens. Everything feels too loud. My vision blurs. I don't respond. The sensation of a hand on mine snaps me back. It'll be okay. I slowly nod. Just do the best you can. Next few days will be over before you know it. But the more we record, the better we'll be able to tackle this. Right. Something about Nami makes it feel less like a speech and more like a promise. And she's right. I've been stuck because I don't know what's going on. Looking for patterns is the right move. When should we meet back up? I'm busy on Thursday, but Friday would work for me. Can we meet Friday? Yeah, I can do Friday. Great, let's plan to meet here at the same time. Marina stands gracefully. I'll go pay, she says before walking away. Thank you. Didn't Nami say she was paying? I wait for Marina to be out of earshot, then lean forward and speak with a soft voice. Does Marina not like me? And Nami giggles. She's just shy. Marina is a big softie once you get to know her. Olivia smirks. Don't make a face. Nami shides Olivia. You'll know if Marina doesn't like you. She's not shy about that. Nami nods confidently. But she's barely said anything this whole time. She's just on edge. We all are. Nami smiles, her eyebrows scrunched together with worry. Marina makes her way back to the table. Let's get going then. She and Olivia stand, and I stand along with them. That was so good. I love this one sandwiches here. On Friday, let's go get some crabs. She chats casually as she gets ready to leave. I can't remember the last time I had crabs. We walk to the exit, Nami leading the way. What did I get myself into? Closing the door behind me, I mindlessly slide down onto the floor and lean back. This is a lot to take in. That meeting left me feeling relieved, confused, scared. My thoughts are a tangled mess. What started as a simple lunch turned into something much stranger. The way Nami was talking. Marina's right, Nami needs to take some... she's trying to keep stuff... I've been a nervous wreck every time we've talked. Maybe she's acting silly to calm me down. Honestly, it helps me a lot. But part of me still wonders if she's avoiding the reality of what we are dealing with. Seems to like me, at least. Same with Olivia, Marina. I'm happy we are getting along so well. Nice. I wasn't sure what to think at first, but they turned out to be nice. I like them. Then again, we weren't at the cafes for very long. Maybe my opinion will change once I get to know them a little better. All I can do now is wait for Friday. It's only Monday. The next few days are going to be rough. If I log my encounters like Nami said, I'm going to be very anxious for a while. Speaking of which, I need something to write in. Let's go through my school supplies. I'm sure I have an extra notebook around here somewhere. I pull a plastic storage bin out of my closet and set it on the desk. Shifting through its contents, I find a small, unused notebook. Perfect. It's a little tight, but I can put it in most of my pockets along with a pen. Moving the bin back into the closet, I set the notebook down on my desk and sit. Maybe I should write down a summary of our plans. I open the notebook and pick my pen. On the first page I write everything we agreed on, specifically that we are recording the time, location, appearance, and environment of each encounters from now until Friday. First entry, you can now view and update your notebook. Certain events and informations will be locked automatically, but you can add your own entries anytime while the notebook is accessible. The notebook can be accessed if you aren't holding it, nor will entries be automatically locked. Don't forget it. Alright, that should be good enough for now. I stand up and shove the notebook into my pocket, running my hand along the top to make sure it won't fall out. Having it with me is oddly comforting. With that taken care of, I need to think about what my plan is for the next few days. I'll do something productive. In the meantime, moving around should help ease my nerves a bit. What should I do? Put away laundry. My towels are still sitting in the hamper on the floor. The hamper was closed, so they should be clean, right? I picked up the hamper and carried it over to the bathroom, dropping it with a soft thumb. I take out a plush green bath towel and neatly roll it up, placing it in a simple wooden shelf. I know I'm the only one that sees it, but I like how they look when they are stacked like this. Now that my hands are busy, let's focus on my plan. Nami and I agreed to record whenever something happened relating to these shadows. I assume the intent is to wait for them to appear, but what if I sort them out? If I actively look for shadows, I might find some that would have otherwise been missed. Maybe there are some vital clues in hiding. There are some major downsides though. I could start mistaking regular shadows for something more sinister. Not to mention the mental toll that would have. Viewing everything as a threat could make me even more paranoid. Yeah. And when it comes to these logs, waiting for a shadow to appear naturally would keep things more reliable, while seeking them out could lead to false sightings. Neither option feels great, so I don't know, wait for them to appear. I should log things as they are naturally occurring, as they naturally occur. It might be slower, but it is important to be cautious, otherwise we might come to the wrong conclusion. I carefully set the last rolled towel on the shelf. A dark shape blitz across the floor near the sink. I stumble backwards, forgetting that I am in the bathroom. I trip over the edge of the bath and topple over. My ears are ringing, a sharp ache pulses at the base of my skull as I blink up at the shower curtain, now tangled around me. This is a first. At least the pole didn't come down too. I might have found it funny if my head wasn't so much in pain. I slowly peer up over the top for any signs of the shadow. Nothing. Should I lock this now or clean up first? Right in the notebook. I untangle myself with effort, reaching to my pocket with a shaky hand. Luckily, my notebook didn't get wet. The top is still damp from my shower this morning. I rest the notebook on my leg and quickly jolt down what happened. Only a few more days to go. 2 days passed without incidents. I've logged various little sightings, but nothing particular noteworthy. I've been on my laptop for the last few hours with my headphones on, acting just how I normally would on a Wednesday night. The notebook is set neatly beside my mouse, ready to be opened at a moment's notice. Documenting these things made me self-conscious at first, but I've since gotten over it. I'm still uncomfortable, but I don't feel the same hesitation as I did a few days ago. There is a simmering sense of dread in my chest. Why hasn't anything happened? It's always been very sporadic. Maybe I've convinced myself it happened more frequently. An unfortunate side effect of this notebook is I am now avoiding my bed. I need some fresh air. The trash in the kitchen is getting full. I'll go to take it out. After grabbing the bag of trash and slipping on my shoes, I step outside. The hallway outside my apartment is dim lit only by flickering bulb near the stairwell. I make my way down to the dumpster, clutching the bag in one hand and my phone in the other. As I reach the corner of the building, a tall, crooked shadow suddenly spills across the concrete. It stretches unnaturally, reaching past the dumpster as if it were alive, clawing its way towards me. I freeze, heart hammering. I clutch the trash tighter, backing up instantly. Do I look at it directly? Yes, I need to see it. I shakingly point my phone towards the darkened concrete. Nothing seems to be happening. Look closer. Yes. I take a cautious step forward. My phone light doesn't seem to be doing anything to it. Maybe it's just not bright enough. I edge closer to the dumpster, carefully watching the shadow as I move. It's so dark out right now. I almost lose track of it. This is getting ridiculous. Let's just go back inside. Slipping off my shoes, I head into my bedroom and sit down at my desk. I reopen my laptop and put my headphones back on. I can't believe the landlord still hasn't replaced that light bulb. It's been flickering for... Something shifts across the wall. I freeze. The light isn't moving. There is nothing outside the window. But something just changed. A shape, maybe. I slowly turn my head. Do I look directly at it? Yes, I need to see it. I stare at the wall. At first, there is nothing there. Just the smooth surface and a pale angular shadow cast by the lamp on my desk. But the longer I stare, nothing. Look closer, yes. I lean forward and study the shadow carefully. After 10 seconds, it remains the same. I am sure it was moving before. The stress might be getting to me. I am thinking about the shadows every waking minute. It's no wonder I'm getting paranoid. A dark blur tears across my vision and circles back, painfully twisting and convulsing in the air. There are holes appearing throughout its center, all shifting, stretching, gapping open like mouths gapping desperately for air. Each one moving independently, distorting as if screeching into some other world. But no sound comes out. Only the pressure in my ear. Like I'm underwater. Like it's screaming in a register I can't hear. My throat tightens, my stomach lurches. The taste of bile forcing its way up into my mouth. I throw myself on the floor, scouring out of the room as quickly as my limbs can manage. I run to the front door, but halt just before touching the handle. Wait, if that shape downstairs was real too. What if it's still there? My skin prickles, my entire body goes numb. Without thinking, I whip around and dive into the entryway closet, shrinking into the corner and covering my mouth. I have to write this down. Frenetically, I pull out the notebook, pen, and my phone. I fumble all three onto the floor around me. Violently shaking, I manage to pick them up and hold them in my lap, shining my phone light over the bent page. I force myself to write. It looked like it was screaming. That mouth. In my room at night. They were outside, hiding in the closet. I'm scared. The pen falls out of my hand and I close my eyes, listening intently for any sound as sweat drips down my brow. Even if it is pointless, it's the only thing I can do. I could pry my eyes open I couldn't pry my eyes open even if I'd wanted to. I hide and I pray that I am alone. I just want to get to the first meeting. No. Oh. 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 Okay. Yeah, I think I will. But, I don't want to wishlist a lot of games that I don't play on Steam, on the stream, but hey. I want to know how it continues. So, next one. We are down to 18. The worst part is, next fest is will continue during 2 days. Let's see how long. I will have some next fest demos to check out. Generate 15. So, oh. 5, 1, 2. Okay. Starlight Revolver is the next one.
Pato Labs.
Loading assets. Okay, first of all, okay. How to play. Okay, we'll find it out. Dive in. The worst part is it's online. Development build. Just me or is incredibly
Revolver, lights on. Aya, wait for me.
no, maybe let's try controller. I don't know, maybe controller has it is power. It's like a weight has finally been lifted. I think I'm finally ready. Yes? I'll show the world that there is still hope. I'll show the world my true colors. Wait for me, Aya.
Not this time.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
this time.
Oh, come on.
Hit him, Blue. Get forth like summer rain.
Oh, come on. My phone is dead. I really don't understand this game. This part of the game. The rest comes with time.
Thought you had me. Yeah, right. Not this time. Thought you had me. Watch me, Aya. Yeah, right. Watch me shine. Not this time. Thought you had me.
Anything to heal me? Oh, so good. Oh, inner strength, therapy. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Baiting.
Yeah, right. Let's go for a ride. Not this time. Thought you had me. Not this time.
Reduces the longest cooldown by 20%. It's always kind of strange when you have to play with the mouse, but the mouse can get out of the screen and go into the second screen, like, Happened a few times now for me. Come on, it's just a demo. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this one here is one we can directly uninstall. Yep. But yeah, I guess that's it for today. I'll check if tomorrow morning I can come online and play a bit more demos. If not, we will do the same as today. Allez, see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.